I know what you're thinking. It's been a while. It has been a long time since I've been on here with a regular weather update, but today I decided that I'm going to change my luck on this December 27th of 2023. I hope you guys are well. Hopefully you guys had a very Merry Christmas spent with family, friends, and lots of loved ones. A lot of you guys may have noticed my absence. It's been almost a year since I've had a regular update, and there's a good reason for it. A lot of life change, unfortunately, this past year. And I felt it was time for a midlife sabbatical to take a little time off to reflect, to reprioritize. But, some things you can't run from. Those passions that God gives you, those things that He puts in your heart that you just have to pursue. Well, I've got to get back to doing a little weather, and I thought now was a good time to do that after I've had that time to reflect and that time to really focus on family. With that being said, let's get into this. I do see a pattern change coming up here for the first of the year. This program, by the way, I've dubbed it the Weekly Weather Update. How about that for creativity? Hopefully you guys like it. It won't be long. We're going to jump right into what's happening right now. We'll start you with the IR satellite. That's the infrared satellite imagery showing the story right now, and you can see that counterclockwise circulation right across the central part of the United States. That's in association with this upper low that is now largely cut off from the upper level pattern. When I say cut off, there's a look at it from the jet stream perspective, and you can see that low, it just sits there and it's spinning, but the main jet stream winds up here moving in from the central Pacific, and then they jet pretty far north into Canada, and that's the unified westerly jet stream, okay, the northern branch of the westerlies, they call it, and that's where the cold air is locked up. And until we get that down into the lower 48, you're not going to have a lot of wintry precipitation, especially for the eastern United States. However, I do think that's going to change within the next 7 to 10 days ahead. So that's really going to be the focus of this weather update as we look out into that first week and a half of January. Let's take you on over to the weather models. We'll start you with our European forecast model. This is brought to you by WeatherBell. Showing the situation right now, it's pretty easy to see where that low is currently. So it's residing right there, and it's going to continue to do its thing. Not going to move a lot the next couple of days. It's going to slowly sink to the south, and finally it's going to get picked up by those stronger jet stream winds off the east coast as we head over the weekend. This is Saturday. It's going to be replaced by a couple of smaller disturbances along the northwesterly flow aloft. First one arriving over the course of the weekend. This is Saturday night, Sunday into portions of the Great Lakes. Going to bring a few snow showers, not a big deal. And then what we're looking for are the two branches of the jet stream to come together. That's the southern branch that oftentimes has all the moisture with it, and the northern branch, which carries the cold. Eventually, in time, we do see that unification as it occurs at about 240 hours on the current run of the European forecast model. There has been some support for this from the other weather models. If this occurs, this goes into a very active winter time pattern starting here. Again, looking at January 6th here. So this is about 9-10 days from now. And generally speaking, that's what the weather models have been hinting at. Now I want to show you, this is sensible weather showing you precipitation patterns. I want you to notice the blue lines here indicating where we have sub-freezing temperatures aloft at about 5,000 feet. But most of those sub-freezing temperatures well north until we get out into that range about a week and a half from now. And at that point, we're going to see a lot of cold air over the eastern United States. And then when you couple that with moisture, which a lot of the models are showing the potential for a storm track along the south and then up the east coast, that could spell, again, all the ingredients you would expect for significant winter weather. Of course, you can't have winter weather if you don't have cold. We have simply not had much at all, again, with the unified jet stream well to the north into central and northern Canada. But the only place you're seeing below average temperatures underneath that cutoff upper low right now, that's in the blues, the greens, the purples. But they're going to be replaced again in the near term by more warmth. But look what happens as we go further out there. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days into January here. And then all of a sudden, almost the entirety of the United States goes from red to blue. And this is one of the reasons we think that it's just a matter of time, but we're going to see a real dose of winter here as we head throughout that, probably the end of the first week of January, but really that second week of January looks like it's primed to deliver some pretty good weather. Now, the devil's going to be in the details. We think that the cold is actually coming, but where exactly do we see the rain and snow? Do we see a significant storm? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'll just mention one of the latest forecast models come out late today. This is the 18Z GFS showing a whopper of a storm. Look at that. That's a 981 low going right over the lower Ohio Valley. That would come with heavy rains, thunderstorms, maybe even some severe weather for the southeast. And then big time snowfall for portions of the Midwest, perhaps Great Lakes. Again, this far out, expect changes, but at least it's something to watch. And again, I was just looking for an excuse to hop back on here anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. If you did, be sure to like and share this video. And expect to see me back. And we'll be talking more about this pattern change as we head into the new year. In the meantime, stay warm, stay blessed, my friends, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.